Pounders, welcome back. Happy Saturday night. Before we jump into a BBM, I do want to just cover a couple things. We're 89 BBMs deep. Man, and I spoke about this on BBG's channel last night. This is the year to do a lot of the other side quest contests, right? Like the sprint looking like it might overlay. Yes, it's a smaller contest. It will catch up. It can catch up fast. The sharks come out too when people realize it's going to overlay. So I do think some of the easier lobbies are right now. But holy smokes, like the Husky, we just did all 10. Loved this contest. This was better than the Chow Chow. And I'm glad I didn't go too ham on the Chow Chow, because I probably wouldn't have done all 10 Huskies, but we did do 9, and then we got one slow draft just for fun. Sad we didn't get to stream any of these, but I thought we ended up with some pretty fun teams. And there was one, a little controversy. Let's show the controversy team. There's so many different ways to look at this, right? It's Goff, right? We get Goff at 124, no stack. 0-0 stack. We have the bring back actually in Jefferson. So instead of going JJ McCarthy, who I think belongs like behind T-Law in the 130s, close to 140s, we go naked Goff, right? And there's a couple ways to look at it. And I honestly don't even think it's close. I think I would just rather Goff there like every time. When you think about advance rates, 3 out of 12, right? Yes, it's a little more forgiving than a BBM, right? It's going to be 2 out of 12, but 2 out of 8, 1 out of 6, and a pretty small final. You know, I already have a stack with Burrow here. It's not like this team's completely naked, but in BBM, when it's 1 out of 13, 1 out of 16, you're making such a heavy bet that like you need that stack to hit at some point if you're going to go on. More likely than here, but also we've seen naked Goff just spread the ball around. The team has a lot of weapons, and it doesn't mean, Amon-Ra's going for 40. So it's an interesting one. I think it's a pretty interesting conversation. But when you think about like whose advance rates are going to be better here, and with the final, it's only 117 teams. If I didn't have a QB stack already, I would have been definitely a little more apt to want to stack there. But for me, get me out of this pod, which is a 25% advance rate. It's going to be the exact same as week 15, and then week 16 being 1 out of 6. These are still small. So I thought that was an interesting one. I didn't know I was doing it until it happened. But it's like, did I make a mistake there? And yes, you want to lean in your capital, especially with your early receiver. But we've seen receivers hit with the QB not hitting. It's not completely out of the realm of possibilities that there's an injury or bad QB play leads to Sam Howell playing. So there's a couple different outs there. I think Jefferson is still fine. And we do correlate. We have that stack probably around 70, 75%. So here we went a different direction. Pretty random, but curious what you guys think. And this one's going to pull like eyes and ears and like, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't correlate. Can't believe you didn't correlate your wide receiver 1 with the QB. It's like, dude, it's like we can't even, I don't know. The risk there is with JJ McCarthy versus like Goff, it just seems a little ridiculous that JJ McCarthy goes even before like T-Law, Herbert. It's strange. I think he's more towards like Penix. That's just my thoughts. All right, let's see if Underdog is going to hit us with the wow. Oh my dear God, Lord, please. Plus 11. There's no way. There's no way Underdog did this to us. There's no way. What's up, baby? Tanner in the house, Smooth Crim, Chad. I saw you in one of the Huskies. Oh boy. Mr. Logan in the house. What's up, baby? I hope August drafting is going to be good to you. Jay in the house. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see Happy Gilmore 2 yet. I want to remain positive about how I thought about the first. A Sandy in the house. Goff will throw 3 interceptions week 17. That's why we have Burrow against Cincy. Let's be real. 50% Lamar. Stop. There's no way. Banking in the house. What's up, boys? We're +2. This is BBM number 90 for us. But yeah, this sprint contest, man, this thing is still hard to fill. It's 26% full. This dropped in April. This has to be the best contest to draft right now, in my opinion. Once people realize, like, oh, it's going to overlay, you're going to see like a lot more sharper people jump over there. I think it's the perfect time to actually do that contest. However, we fall victim to the $2 million up top for BBM, $1 million to second, $500K to third. We fall victim. Also has the regular season prize, which not a lot of people talk about. But man, someone was going like single tight end. I forget who, but yeah, 8 to 10 points is a big deal in that contest. We're on the back end, and we're going to have all the boys in here with us. Let me know where you're drafting from. We got A Sandy Direct Draft Neighbors with us. TM Long in the house. BTFD. A lot of these names are not familiar, so we have some lurkers, boys. We have some lurkers. Overlays just like when the contest isn't going to fill. So if it gets to 80%, there's 20% overlay. Let's get our CSV downloaded in here. Go to extract exposures, which you can do this after every single draft using bestballoverlay.com to get your newest player exposures and combinations on the screen. So crazy that people don't have this. And I think I was watching BBG stream with Liam, and he was talking about like how something like this would be pretty useful. So it's funny. It's just not a lot of people know, right? And I was talking about the Sims thing yesterday too on BBG's channel. It's like, how many people are going to look back that lost money and be like, wow, I trusted something that recommended picks to me instead of making my own picks. You're going to have a lot more people lose money than make money. At least make it your own decision. Sims, you don't even know what's going to happen week 1, boy. JJ Makati, what's up, baby? Maxing both. Yeah, I know. You've been on this, though. You've been on the sprint since it opened. Wow. Is this consensus? It's fine. Watch it. Really? Okay. I was worried. I don't know about great, but very watchable. I hear it was just like packed with stardom, which, you know, sometimes they're trying to make up for it just being bad. Yeah, I wanted H in there. However, we're probably going to go Amon-Ra plus Genty if I had to guess. All right. So Genty, we have 11% with Amon-Ra, Brian Thomas, 15%, 7% Henry, and actually 0% Amon-Ra, AJ Brown. Just pretty interesting that we're not pushing up AJ Brown at all there. If you could make the argument that AJ Brown belongs in the same tier as London and Brian Thomas, and some people will think that's not outlandish at all. You should be mixing it in. But I don't have, let's see, Argenti. Argenti is just at 8.1%, so I don't mind mixing in this in. Even though it's chalky, on the way back around, we'll be able to add these two players, and we have 3 teams with the Monrad Genti start. On the way back around, we'll be able to see one is with JSN, one's with Devontae Adams, one's with Mike Evans. Just really intuitive. The update to the overlay is insane. It's insane. It just tracks the board. And when a player is drafted, they get taken off the overlay tool for the combination. So you just see players that are ready to able to be drafted. A lot of lurkers in here, man. Not a lot of people raising hands saying, hey, I'm at 4, I'm at 3. Did someone just say no sprint or marathon? How do we benefit from it? You get in those drafts. You get in those drafts now before the sharp people jump in there when they see the contest may not fill. I just don't like the UI for DK. And again, don't take it from me because I didn't draft on there this season at all. And they may have made improvements. And I believe I've seen some improvements. But Underdog, I think, is just far superior. Plus, they're giving us so many contests. It's like, what do I need to go over to DK for? I believe there's higher rake as well. Don't quote me. Can't wait to snipe. Dude, you already did. You already did with HN at 11. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. Usually you're guaranteed HN at 12. I don't know. I would actually prefer to get an Amon-Ra start here. So if you went Amon-Ra, I'm going Drake London HN or AJ Brown HN most likely. I think it's a little tougher on the 12 hole to go RBRB because you're like trying to survive. Like for the next 4 rounds, you have to slap a receiver. Well, $5 holla from J5704. Oh yeah, a lot of pressure. You got to rise above it. You got to harness the good energy, block out the bad. Harness good energy, block bad, feel the flow. All good things, happy. All good things. I'll finish it for you because I don't know if you could get the rest of the message in there. I got you. The price is wrong, Bobby. All right, Brock Bowers and Lamb for the 5 hole. Saquon Barkley, Bucky, a little double RB there. I've been feeling a little better about the Josh Jacobs click now with Marshawn Lloyd dealing with an injury. And I think his is a groin injury, but he got smoked by his own teammate in practice. Sort of unfortunate. We have a decent bag of Marshawn Lloyd again. Just so stupid. Oh, man. Here we go. Didn't work last year. Why not try it again? Fuck. Yeah. Bankroll only stretches so far. It's true, man. It's true. We'll be under 10K this year. Barely. Barely. McCaffrey, JT, and Brees Hall. All right. That's a St. Patty's Day start. Neighbors and AJ Brown's fun. Couple badges in here. We got 4 badge lists, but there's some snakes in here, man. There's some snakes listening in on the chat, not raising their hand, not revealing their draft position. There goes back-to-back elite QBs. There goes the QBs. All right. Let's pull up the overlay. Let's see what we got. No Genti Terry, very little Genti Kyron, which is interesting. Pretty balanced here with Genti. I don't really mind JSN at 36. And I really don't mind Kyron here either. Zero Hertz is interesting. Let's do this. We start with three bye week 8s. Not that big of a deal. But let's pull in Jalen Hurts. Another interesting one's like Jalen Hurts plus Terry. Terry's been falling about 10 picks, but he's not coming back around yet at at 60. There'd have to be some pretty serious holdout news for that to happen. But we'll pull Jalen Hurts up. I'm also under field on him, which is like ridiculous. He's so easy to catch up though, because at pick 37 or 45, he's either going to hit or he's not. So I don't mind pulling him up in this situation. Very easy player to catch up to just because of his price being pretty awesome. Kyron goes, Pickens, Zay Flowers, and there's been a lot of muttering about Kyron Williams as well. It's like, guys, what do we think's going to happen in LA? Right? Corum's not getting this crazy coach speak where it's like, dude's shown so much growth, like this, that, the other, like gonna get like a larger share of the touches. Like there's very little of that. There's a lot of like uncertainty, especially when like Sean McVay is talking about the RB room and Corum especially. I think Kyron's pretty locked in. Jarquez Hunter might mix in like 20% this year, but I don't know. I still see it as a pretty good spot for Kyron here. I'm not too worried about the pick. Did Underdog freeze? Like, there's no way. There's no way. Site's been rough today. It's frozen on the phone too. Interesting. Let's give it the old refresh. Yeah. It froze all right. Damn. UD, man. UD. What's up, baby? How you doing? Reveal yourself. What was the overlay on the sprint or marathon last year on 8%? That sounds right. I don't know about if they were both 8%. I want to say one was in that 12 region. It looked like you were going to get a lot more overlay. I do remember that. And then it always fills faster towards the end. But I think this year, and Underdog just is chilling here right now. I haven't seen this actually. I haven't seen where it's this bad. We're 10 picks up. Drafting in the dark now. Drafting in the dark. I want to say BBM is at a slower point right now than it was last year. Like, we're at 54%. Doesn't that seem behind? Now, I don't think BBM's gonna overlay, but 54% seems behind. So if people have to catch up in BBM, it's going to be a little harder to catch up on all of these, right? It's a little interesting. We're up in 7 picks. This is brutal. Is Underdog? No, I'm not. I'm not on the clock. I have it on the phone. But that's just my thoughts. We maxed the Husky. This contest was perfect. 3 out of 12, 2 out of 8, 1 out of 6, 117 team final. And you are getting your money back for making the finals. Obviously, if you advance any other team, be in the green. All right. UD, what are you doing now? Are we back? Are we back? We're hoping for Dev Smith. I wasn't planning on him being here. Yeah. He might have just gone to an auto too, which is tragic. It is tragic. I think I know what TM's going to do. It looks like we're back. Ooh, maybe I don't. A Sandy in the house. He goes Kamara. Interesting. Did we just fakey him? Who knows? Ooh, may have. James Conner. Looks like we're going another bye week 8. You can't make me not. And then Travis Hunter at 60, 61. God. Yeah, I mean, we're just fucked. we're just starting 5 bye week 8s. Like, you can't tell me no. You can't tell me no. I have to blame Aaron though for taking Kamara. I have to blame Aaron. Dude, like, what are you supposed to do? Why is everyone gonna buy week 8? Why is everyone gonna buy week 8? This was so troll. You did make me check. You did make me check. Giving up a week of scoring seems bad. Damn, T-Kel. Bro, you deserve a raise, man. You deserve a raise. Oh, shit. Yeah, it will. This could lock us. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where it's like this, but we're scooping. We're scooping this here. I'm taking one of Connor or Kamara there on the turn. So yeah, we're just gonna let it ride. When this team's going Bateman at pick 64, we're feeling just fine, boys. We're feeling just fine. 2 out of 11 advance. Here we go. 10 is the bye week that always kills you. Yeah, that one can pop up on you too. But a lot of players that go early by week 8. There you go. Little weekly winner strategy. Build teams that have all players that don't have bye week 8. Focus on the weeks that are the heaviest bye weeks. Fun little mini edge. Mini edge. Let's see. Anyone else doing outlandish shit? Justin Fields for the 3 spot at 48. There's a couple teams in here just doing shit. Just clicking buttons at this point. And that might be too high tech for what they're doing. It might not even be that serious. Let's see. This could be anything. Mason Taylor at 70. Alan Lazard. All right, he's back. He's back. He's back. What's up, baby? Wonder if he picks Andrews. That'll be his best pick. Yeah, the Q. Yeah, when it's only one player, when someone does it one time, you can get done dirty, especially if they're having troubles with their UD as well. Like if he just queued up, like he said, like all the Baltimore stacks. But the Fields ones, I don't know if you could really excuse this one. I don't know. He's got Garrett Wilson, then he went Fields. It's a little odd. I don't know. Maybe it was the Sims. Maybe it was the Sims. BP in the house. What's up, dude? What is up? Putt Daddy, waiting for more info, but I will draft my last 70 BBMs in mid-August. I'm guessing a lot of people are waiting on injuries and other news as well. Yep. Absolutely. We've been saving more and more every year. Hit the open very early and then hit the end when you have the most news, you have the most certainty on players as hard as you can with as many entries. It's been good to me. In BBM, not specifically for making the finals, but every year I've been over expected for week 16. You can't ask for more than that. Like, you just got to get lucky week 16, the right pod, the right time. Yeah, the Fields one is cracking me up. That one's, I don't know if I've ever drafted Garrett Wilson, then instantly went to like queue up Fields. I don't know if that's ever happened in my life. Godwin goes at 79. Judy goes at 78. He's been slipping all day today. All day. Where'd Diggs go? People still trying to catch up on their Diggs shares. Embarrassing. He goes to pick 69. Our 33% is going down, boys. Pick 80's gone. It's just not happening anymore. It's not happening. Detroit, Seattle, Jacksonville. I like our the other thing is like, you motherfucker. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, A Sandy. You saw that juicy bye week 11, and you're like, oh, I'm sniping that from Pat. Like, that's the first thing that went on your mind. Let's do this. Let's do this. Gotta reach up for Michael Pittman. What have I become? What have I become with 5 bye week 8 plays? A Sandy. It's okay. You won this round. You won this round. Being in the 12 hole does kind of suck. 11's nice. You could at least play a little advantages. The 12, you like just go get your guys. There's no mental game. You're just like, what are you gonna give me? What are you gonna give me? Hey, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. If you had to guess, oh god, this is probably is this relating back to like the gladiator program? Like getting money back off of the rake? Because it's I don't think there's more than a handful. I don't think there's more than a handful. Maybe like 20. Maybe like 20 total. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Dude, it's too obvious, man. If you did leave me downs, I don't think I double tap Indy there anyways. So I'm going one of Pittman or Downs plus Aaron Jones there. If you go Aaron Jones, I'm probably going Downs plus Hawk. So I had some outs. I wasn't really too worried about your pick. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Busy drafting my own team. Who Ham's in the house? What's up, brother? Check out some of Who Ham's content. I believe he does some early streams too. So like he's got that time like locked down. Like no one else is streaming when he's streaming. Can always catch his content. Mahomes at 87. It's gonna be a good advance rate year for Mahomes, in my opinion. And I'm sitting here with 6.4%. I gotta find a way to get more. 87 for Mahomes this year is like, okay, we've heard them. They want to add more explosive plays back. So maybe we do see them open up the offense a little bit, get Worthy down the field. But yeah, a little slow start without Rice. I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't. Like Rice missing a few games isn't actually the worst thing coming back from injury as well. Look at Tom Brady. Won a Super Bowl just because he deflated some balls. Kyle Williams to the moon again? What's the latest? What's the latest? Because he's been up and down. The coach speak has been positive, but reports out of camp have been up and down. I didn't actually get on and read the coach speak from the teams today, just due to baby duty. We're on kid duty today. I slept until 8:56. Randomly woke up in time for the stream. Imagine drafting a guy who's going to be 32 this year that tore his ACL 8 months ago. It's so true. And imagine him not hitting 1,200 yards this year if he doesn't miss a game. He's got an easy 1,200 on his belt. Yeah, UD, bro. UD, good try. I noticed you froze. You try to get me. I'm queuing up players on my phone. I'm not letting A Sandy see who I'm queuing. Good try. You're going to have to guess. It's getting interesting now. It's getting interesting. Blind picks. You don't even know what's happening. Shaheed. Shaheed's one of them. And now we're doing this thing with freaking bye week 11. Oh my. Luther Burden. Maybe we just go Luther Burden. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll go Luther Burden there. We'll double tap receiver. Oh, let's refresh. What the actual... It's like delayed on my phone too, which is crazy. Crazy. Refresh. Anyone else? Yo, Ace Andy, are you dealing with like crazy underdog issues right now? The latest is Diggs is ancient. Oh, you wish, bro. You wish. You wish. He's not like, if you put him on another team, like, yeah, I probably wouldn't be as high as I am, but on the Patriots, it's too easy. The target share is going to be mid 25% at worst. At worst. Let's see. Damn. My whole browser freezes sometimes. I've never seen it on the PC ever do this. I've never seen this happen on PC. I've seen it on the phone, but never on PC. So this is interesting. Like, my computer's fast as fuck too. So it's not the computer, it's not the internet. My internet's working great. It's happening on the phone and PC, which is odd. I don't know if it's due to how many people are on, but yeah, this is, because this shows 6 seconds on my phone. 3, 2, 1, 0. Auto pick, top of the queue. Nope, it froze on the phone too. We just don't know. Have to force stop. Can't even refresh. Yeah, it's tough. Here's my boy, Benny in the house. 18% Diggs. Feels like it's not enough. Tell that to Efton Chisholm. I can't even click on the name to draft. What is happening? Just too many people on UD right now? For what reasons are you in on Rico Dowdle? I like covering the Rico, because he is one of my higher exposed players. It's just right now, I'm just trying to make my picks. We're 12 picks away. When Rico signed in Carolina, his ADP was around 150. The dude dropped. The dude dropped as if it was a bad landing spot. Carolina's a great landing spot. Carolina's a great landing spot, in my opinion. So I do think he should be up in that range of just like Rachaad White. He should have standalone value. We've seen him be able to carry a heavy workload, 1,000-yard RB. It's kind of shocking that he goes so late, in my opinion. Kind of shocking that he goes so late. Up in 8 picks. Wanna what? People might be dealing with the same issues, and we could just be cooking them. However, Goff's not there. Goff would have been nice for this team. Maybe we play this one through Tua. We could play it through Darnold as well if Tua's gone. Wow. This is just FUCKED right now. Tucker Kraft dealing with a groin injury. Red note 45 minutes ago. Kraft was unable to practice Saturday due to a groin injury. Is that the news we needed to catch up? Is that the news? Is that the news we needed? All right, let's give it the refresh. We could be on the clock. No one knows. T-Law goes. All right, we're going to focus Darnold at the end of the draft. We could sneak in Geno with Genty. We could go Jack Besh as well. We could do something like that. That would work. That would work. But guys, it's freaking August, boys. It's August. You guys want to see some more drafts? And I go down, slap the like on the live stream, hit the subscribe button, and bang the bell so you know when we go live. So you can jump in these drafts that freeze. Oh yeah, you're not doing that to us. All right. I gotta think about it. I gotta think about it. Chill, UD. Chill. All right. We're going Goddard there. Plus what? Ray Day? I don't mind Cedric Tillman, but we're chilling. I don't mind Cedric Tillman. Probably Ray Day. I think we go Ray Day for the week 17 bring back against Philly. I have to like refresh to make sure I get the guys that I'm freaking trying to get. It's crazy. I don't know. Every single time I refresh, I'm just like surprised I got them. All right, we got our bring back here. We got away from week 8 from a couple players. We got our stack with Goddard. I think we're in a decent place. I just hope. I would not wish these connection issues on anyone, but I hope other people are at least dealing with this. This is so like, why are you gonna make it this hard? I just talk shit about DraftKings. And now they're dossing UD. Welcome to drafting in August. God, I hope not. My man drafted with us last night on stream. So much fun. PPR Tyler was having the same issue and actually did a drafters draft. Pain, man. I'm so glad we got our Huskies in. This was not happening even just 2 hours ago. So RIP. Fucking Kyle Williams is still on the board, and it's 7 or 8 picks after ADP. So makes me think that actually a good amount of teams aren't on auto. Interesting. If you guys want to check something out, we bumped up Cedric Tillman about 12 picks, a full round. We also pushed up Quentin Johnson. Now we get the news about Keenan Allen. There could be some weird situation. Keenan Allen signs with the Chargers. He moves up to like the 150 range. Quentin Johnson falls to like the 150 range, and Trey Harris falls like around. They could be all within like 3 rounds of each other, which would be very odd. We're 13 picks away. This dude went 3 QBs. Okay. Kyler Murray pairs it with Trey McBride. He's got the Chase and T. Higgs. I like playing it from that side as well. He's got Burrow and Kyler. And this is one of those situations where I think you can break the rules of like 2 QBs in the same game. It's like when it's one of the top 3 highest scoring games, I really don't mind. All right, UD's back. We're back. We're back. We're so back. Kyle Williams fall stops at 144. I wonder if these 2 picks were like instant. I wonder if the 1 spot's on auto. I don't know. He's still having quite the draft though. Blue, that's before Blue's ADP. That's before Blue's ADP, unless he has ranks up. But yeah, I'm slowing down on QJ right now. I bumped Cedric Tillman ahead of him. Oh no, we're gonna have to push him ahead. After the Keenan Allen news, Cedric Tillman should be ahead of QJ. All right, I think it's better. The times are still off. But I think it's a little better. Oh my God, it just skipped like 3. All right, Jalen Hurts and Goddard. We're looking at 30%, so I obviously wouldn't mind this being higher, closer to 50. 23 Jalen Hurts teams. Let's see. Interesting. Pretty heavily tied to Jefferson with Jalen Hurts. 30%. Oh god. UD. You were doing so good. You were doing so good. Great. Great. Trey Benson, this range is going to hit us pretty well. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. I still don't know what I want to do. I still don't know what I want to do. I think Najee here is fine. At pick 156, we're going to go Dobbs, but let's go Najee as our first pick. And then I think we have to go. I don't want to. I have him queued up on my phone. I think we have to go Darnold here, is what I was saying. We just have Staffy on the board. Like, all these QBs flew off, like, sneakily. Geno went at 150, 149. Cam Ward went at 148. Bryce Young went off at 143. Like, we have to adjust, especially being in the 12 hole. We're not picking for 22 picks. Like, we have the JSN stack. We can go late Arroyo. I think we have to adjust there and pull up QB. I think we have to make that adjustment. We're pretty tidy here at receiver with Monrod, JSN, Travis Hunter, Pittman, Shaheed, Luther Burden. Pretty nice. Genty, Connor, Aaron Jones, Ray Day, and Najee at 156. Like, as long as bro's eyes are good by week 8, like, we're fucking chilling there. We're chilling. Man, I never thought I'd be drafting Najee this much. Like, after Marin Hampton ends up there, our Najee exposure has been going up since he's fallen. We're at 1.1% Najee. And our average is going to be very quickly going up to 130, 140, just due to how little we have. Just have him on a couple teams. And even then it was at 121. So we've been a little lucky, I guess, there. Get him at a better price than the early drafters. Yeah, isn't this crazy, man? Like, freaking, it's not just you. It's not easy to draft like this either. It really really messes with you. It really messes with you. Like, am I going to get the guy I queue up or not? Hunter Henry goes, Tyler Algier, Nick Chubb, Jerome Ford. Such a good range for RBs. Such a good range for RBs. But Najee at 156 and a BBMer. Unless bro's like blind, like his ADP is going to rise from 156. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Dude can miss a few games and still be fine at this price. Crazy. I don't know. I'm trying to take advantage. I'm trying to take advantage of that fall. I just autoed 2 picks because of the connection issues right now. Oh, I could smell refunds coming. 2 hours ago, this was happening in your Husky. Interesting. I was chilling a couple hours ago. Hoping Keenan signing 1-day retirement deal. You're crazy. That is some crazy hate. Chargers isn't the best spot for him. It's not like it's a freaking nutted landing spot for him. Oh, Staffy's still on the board. It's far from a nutted landing spot for him. Like, end of season, you're going to be looking towards like the rookies, like Trey Harris or even whatever. Like, QJ is going to be, he's always going to be a bench risk. But Lad, just the age and then the landing spot being a little more busy of a wide receiver room. There's better landing spots for Keenan Allen than the Chargers. So yes, his ADP will still rise. And we said this. If he joins any team in the NFL, his ADP will rise. And I got to like that 20%, and I'm just like comfy here. I'm just chilling at 20%. I don't want to go too crazy because there's always risk. There's always risk. What do we want to do here? We're up in 4 picks. Staffy's still on the board. If Staffy comes back to us, we may have fudged up. If Staffy comes back to us, you can never guarantee that Sam Darnold would have been there, but all right, we're up in 1 pick. Staffy does go off the board at 178. Ertz goes off the board. Ertz is such an easy click this year. I don't know what we're doing there. Alec Pierce. You go and give me Alec Pierce. I don't mind it. We're going to go two Indy receivers. Jalen McMillan to end it. F it. We're going McMillions. At 181, Bro's ADP is 167. We know Godwin's dealing with the injury still. I don't know. I also like McMillan when he falls, too. We're done at receiver now. Good early season play, too, right? For some of the rookies like Burden or Travis Hunter. I don't mind that at all. Very interesting. We're going to end this with, we still have 2 picks. We're probably going to end this with 2 tight ends. And we're going to lean into Genty Connor, Aaron Jones, Ray Day, and Najee at 156. I think that's the way this goes. We end with 2 tight ends. And oh my God, I don't know. I don't know if I could do another. I don't know if I could do this to you guys. I don't know if I can make you sit through another one of these. This is brutal. But what we are going to do, we're going to go over to BBO and just show you a couple things about our draft strategy. I just really want to dive into it just a little deeper. So we'll stay on for like 5-10 minutes and just peek into our newest CSV. See how everything's looking. UD canceled Golf BR today, and now we all need some free gambling money. Ooh, interesting. 7% Keenan, but also 7% QB and Trey. Just bad for my bags. Yeah, I could see Keenan Allen not retiring be bad for someone that doesn't have any. That's for sure. That pick 200. That is for certain. Bro's hitting as long as he lands on a team. All right. We'll do that. Wow. Interesting. Taunted Thornton. Slayton's he's been making plays in camp. I've been sneakily catching up on Slayton, especially in the Husky. I ripped his name a couple times. Dimey Brown's having a good camp. I'm just going to eat the L. If he has a good season, I will happily eat the L. I just really don't want to make the bet on a 5th-year breakout when I think he's going to be splitting snaps with Parker Washington. That's where I'm at. If he hits, he hits. So be it. There goes Jaceki. Jarquez been falling to the last round a lot lately, too. A lot in the last round. Let's see. Let's go to Let's pull up one of these Husky teams. Actually, let's check out the Bulldog. It's a little 2772, and this is before we had the Taj Brooks news, and this is why slow drafts, there's an edge to having a slow draft or two going off, because you got the Taj Brooks news after the contest filled, and there's going to be very, like 20%? About 20% of the drafts will have a Taj Brooks team. He was not getting taken every single time in the 18th. So we sneak in a Taj Brooks share. Jalen Hurts and Tua. Bijan, hero RB build. J.K. Dobbs, Sharp, Stevenson, Tootin, Roshan, and Taj Brooks with the double stack in Miami. Marv, Diggs, Jordan Addison, Michael Wilson, and AD with Andrews and Henry. Seems strong. Seems strong. Here's the Philly super stack here. This one we're trying to advance Ayuk and Addison, which would be fun. Hollywood Brown, Coker, just getting some early season points, hopefully, from Hollywood. And let's see if BBM 4 picks away. Wow, I think it's back because it's counting. I think these teams are going to end up fugly. I think they're going to be absolutely fugly. If other teams were dealing with this, like, people might have just been like, F this. Like, yeah, it's back. He went Schultz. Wow, Theo Johnson popped up. Keaton Mitchell's a great click, in my opinion. Just getting a ton of positive coach speak about being explosive. And there are two guys here that we want, so we feel pretty good. Cade Otton plus maybe we go Sanders for the Week 17 bring back against Seattle. Thank you, bestballoverlay.com. Also getting positive coach speak too. Cade Otton dealing with an injury. Wow, it's letting us click and stuff. That's cool. That's new. This is a new feeling. You're letting us click? Good. Dallas Goedert, Cade Otton, Sanders, 3 dudes. Amon-Ra, JSN, Travis Hunter, Michael Pittman, Shaheed, Burden, Alec Pierce. A mix of spike week guys, high floor guys with Amon-Ra, JSN, Pittman. And you got your spike week guys. Hell yeah. This is a fun build. We got our Buffalo bring back with the Ray Day in the Philly game, Week 17. Genty, Connor, Aaron Jones, Ray Day, and then Najee at 156. Darnold and Hurts, pretty good price on the second QB. We did have to make that adjustment, though, because so many QBs flew off a little early. You got J.J. McCarthy to fall to 139 in this one. And he didn't even go to the Jefferson team. What happened? Yeah, he just passed on him. He had Fields and Bo Nix. He went Fields at pick 40. This was such an effed up draft. What happened? Harold Fannon's getting taken now. Kayshon Boutte. This room. I thought this was gonna be a tough room because it was plus 11 when we were on the live stream. But holy smokes. Nah, dude, Underdog was just, it was tough. This one really challenged my mental. My RB room bye weeks are satisfying. Oh yeah. Let's see. Massage our brain with all different bye weeks. 12, 8, 11, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice. Very nice. Staircase. Wobby, what's up, baby? Sniping you senseless, QJ and Trey Harris months ago. My exposure is pretty high, but it's not going to feel great if Keenan Allen signs there. It's most likely just going to hurt the two of them. Keenan Allen's going to be fine based on his ADP. You get 2 spike weeks and like he pays out, he's going to have more than 2 spike weeks if he goes back to the Chargers. So yeah, this one was fun. Besides the draft having just complete and utter freezes I've never seen on PC. I've seen it on the phone. Oh my God, madame. Give me a headache. Gonna make me drink more beer. I was going over this yesterday on FanSpeak with Meg and just going through and seeing, like, I can tell your draft strategy just by looking at this, right? And her QBs round 10, 11, 12, the purple was like up. She was like 40%. Round one, she was like 50%, 60, 65% RB in round one. I'm like, whoa. Like, what are we doing there with RB in the first round? And she's like, I have a heavy CMC bias. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. And as you can see, I'm still a very heavy wide receiver in the first 7 rounds. Maybe I'm not an RB bro, but you do see RBs pretty high up there. Some of this is I'm not going a ton of Trey McBride, not going a ton of Bowers, but something that you could always catch up on at the end of the season pretty easily because their ADPs aren't going anywhere. So I've always felt that way about it. I've mixed them in when they've fallen, and Trey McBride falls pretty close to 30 religiously now. I mean, McBride, let's see. Trey, let's pull you up. Let's pull you up on ADP and rankings. And this page is completely free for anyone to use on bestballoverlay.com. You get the risers, you get the fallers. You can check it in any contest. You can check it even in the big board, which is cool. Risers, fallers. And you get to see a little bit of player data here. So when contest opened on April 28th, he went at pick 21. And now he goes around pick 26. So very easy to catch up on McBride, but also Bowers has fallen in that time too. So it does sort of feel big brain to get better prices on a lot of these players, even the ones that went early. Bowers started at ADP 14, and now he goes at 19. That's a big fucking deal. 5 spots that early. Of course, you're not seeing him come back around, so it's not like you're getting these crazy combos with him. But it's pretty telling that people are onto the 3 late tight ends, or like anchoring with like a Njoku and then going too late. People are onto that strategy. And it's funny how a lot of those late tight ends are getting blown up right now. Like Fant signs with Gesicki, Jonnu signs with Pat Fry. So you're getting some of these late tight ends like kind of blowing up in people's faces. So we'll see what ends up happening. I know in one of my $100 drafts, I have Pat Fry and Jonnu plus like Ferguson. It's like, damn, that sounded good when Jonnu was in Miami. And I wasn't a big Jonnu guy either. So 4%. I wasn't a big Jonnu guy. So RIP. We still get punished. But going over the portfolio, you guys already know my top stack's going to be Diggs with May. Not a whole lot has changed here. Pretty consistent. Peek some of the triple stacks here. Week 17. What games are we focusing? I've made a point to get that Atlanta and Rams up. I'm finally it's in the top 5. But Arizona Cincy, we've been pretty intentional about hitting that game. Miami, Tampa Bay, another one of my favorites. The Jets in New England is just a product of me drafting a ton of May and Diggs. So I wouldn't look into that one too much. Cincy, Miami, these are interesting, but also seeing the mini stacks too, which isn't going to involve the QBs. So you're going to see a lot higher percents here. So 23% hitting a lot of, I also like Braylon Allen late, Mason Taylor, we have a good amount of, but Baltimore, Green Bay, 62 times, Tampa Bay, Miami, 61, Houston, Chargers, 60, Tennessee and New Orleans. That's a gross one. How do we land on that much? A ton of Tony Pollard. I know that. Shaheed. Good amount of Shaheed, Olave, Kamara. Makes sense. Good amount of Ridley too. I've been slowing down. Been slowing down 9.5%, but decent amount. Decent amount there. So pretty fun to mess around with. Also, if like you wanted to see the risers and fallers and see more than outside the top 5, you can. Like you can go all the way down. You can see the 30-day progress, the 7-day progress. It's completely free. And people talk about wanting edges, and this is tracking ADPs is very important, at least to me. Tank Bigsby up 12 spots. I don't know. I feel like Jacksonville is just going to be a 3-headed backfield, pending an injury or trade. I just kind of see them using all 3. Yeah. Mark Andrews is quickly becoming one of my highest owned players. And by quickly becoming, I mean like we've been drafting him at pick like 94 for the last month and a half. Here's our like big 6, big 7. Diggs, Cedric Tillman, Mark Andrews, Keenan Allen, AD, Rico Waddle. We'll give you a little scroll down. Pollard and Stevenson. I want less Stevenson, but I find myself actually doing a good amount of 0 RB teams, and he just fits the mold to get touches. So he's definitely an interesting play for those 0 RB builds. We'll give a little sneak peek. Why not, boys? This is going to hurt. Like Marshawn Lloyd's always dealt with injuries too. Since entering the NFL, it's been like, just like terrible luck. And the coaches have talked about it. Like he has to stay on the field. They were saying it before he got injured. Not good. Not good. I like this. Who's one that we're missing? Herbert. I was going to say Herbert should be up here, and he is. I feel pretty good about it. Receivers. Pickens. Let's see our average ADP on Pickens. Our average pick on our 17% Pickens is pick 56. He goes at 47. And we're still taking him in this range. Like this was higher. DJ Moore is one of our, I guess we're putting our foot down on DJ Moore this year. Mark Andrews, Ferg, Mason Taylor, Keaton, Henry, Gesicki, Hawk. So we're lucky to at least avoid Pat Fry up here. Ertz and Njoku. Henry seems like a great 3 tight end type build player. Even in 2s, like mixing him in with I would go as light as like Andrews. I think that's fine. Andrews, Henry seems more than okay. If you have an inkling that Njoku's mispriced, I would do something like that. Or Kraft, if you think he's going to be a top 5 tight end, you could mix in just those 2. I think he's pretty comfy at that ADP. And here's Kraft right under Njoku. Dealing with a hammy now, so I was trying to catch up my exposure, but now, what do you do? Now he's hurt. 74 likes. Appreciate you, boys. Underdogs kind of screwy tonight, so we're going to end it after 1. I don't want to put you guys through that again, but I appreciate you guys coming out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. bestballoverlay.com. Give it a shout. Give it a look. At least make a free account for the ADP stuff, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy Saturday, Pounders.